Greetings and welcome to the next episode of the Money Making Strategy series. By the way, my awesome production partner, the unstoppable Andrea Wyatt, just asked me a question before we started this episode. She said, "Are you ready?" And the thought came fleeting back to my youngest grandson, Mateo, who now is well-versed in the statement when somebody says, "Are you ready?" He says, "Born ready, G-Pa." I love it. Are you born ready? I hope you are, because we've got great value for you in this episode of the Money Making Strategy series. It came from a conversation with one of our coaching members this week, and it warrants a very important reminder. Now, why should you listen to this, and why should you take note of these strategies? Well, this particular agency, you're going to learn a lot more about very soon. They are nationally recognized, award-winning, high-achieving. The agency leadership of this agency are authors and speakers. They have it all positioned and moving forward in their agency operation. So when we were talking this week, we were developing the strategy for the next steps up the ladder in their agency business. And the thing that we identified is the next steps is simply not going up, but driving it down. And you might be thinking, what the heck are you talking about? We're talking about driving operational activities down to the lowest level. Vitally, vitally important. I have drawn this visual. I've lost count of how many times just this year to help agencies in the thought process. Okay. So nothing happens until somebody sells something, right? So if you sell something, then it moves over to service after a period of time. And your licensed account managers or CSRs, whatever you call them, are the first step in handling the service activities. But know this is so vitally important. Your licensed account managers or CSRs should be talking to people about their insurance program 95% of the time. They're highly compensated professionals who should be talking to people about their insurance program 95% of the time. The rest of the activities, like doing an evidence, doing a certificate, filling out a form, should all be driven down to the lowest levels. And this particular agency has a whole bunch of excellence account managers licensed. But we talked about we need more people on the lower levels to be doing all of that support work. And so we're going to hire more people down at these lower levels, processors. And the other thing, and I'm reminding everybody that we're privileged to support and work with, we've got to know the future also in the agency business is RPAs. And you might be wondering, what the heck is an RPA? Thanks for asking. It's called robotic process automation. Yes, robots. They are real. They are operating within the insurance agency business, and it's an up-and-coming thing. So, know this thought process. It is the future of our business. It's like AI. Peter Diamandis said a couple of years ago, 10 years from now, there's going to be two kinds of businesses. There's going to be businesses that have embraced automation and AI, and there's going to be businesses that are out of business. Which are you going to be? I hope that you're embracing everything that's going on around you and you're willing to change. Because the late, great Jim Rohn said, if you're willing to change, everything will change for you. But you've got to be willing to change. Drive everything down to the lowest level. Vitally, vitally important to your profitability and success. And I talked to another agent this week who also started doing that. And I said, how are your financials looking? He goes, Mike, they've not been healthier in 2 or 3 years. They're now healthier because they're driving everything down to the lowest level. And it brings to thought another conversation that happened at our all UPP Grand Mastermind last year. An agency, 48% EBITDA, that was well-skilled and positioned in driving things down to the lowest level. Is that you? And if it's not, do you want that potentially? drive everything down to the lowest level. If this episode of the Money Making Strategy series has helped you, please share it with somebody else that you care about, somebody else that you know, to help them too. The law of reciprocity is always in effect. Keep on giving, and great things will continue to happen. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, be unstoppable. You've got greatness within you. Unleash it on the world. I'll see you in the next episode. My name is Mike Stromsoe. I'm widely recognized as the leading author, speaker, and coach for the independent insurance agency industry. You can find me at unstoppableprofitproducer.com.